We do have breaking news to get to this morning. We're learning retired Supreme Court Justice David H. Souter has died at the age of 85.
Let's head now to Chief Washington Correspondent James Rosen with the details. James, good morning.
Emma and Sean, good morning to you. Sad news out of Concord, New Hampshire, according to the Supreme Court, which released a brief statement this morning on the matter. The retired Associate Justice David Souter died at his home there in Concord, New Hampshire yesterday. The Supreme Court has so far not disclosed the cause of death, and he was 85 years old, just a few months shy of his 86th birthday. Souter served on the Supreme Court for 19 years, appointed by President George H.W. Bush in 1990. He retired under President Barack Obama. And over the course of those 19 years, Justice Souter was, by and large, a disappointment to conservatives, perhaps almost as much or more so than President George H.W. Bush himself. Souter drifted to become, in essence, a member of the liberal wing of the Supreme Court. Perhaps his most famous participation was in a couple of different cases. Bush v. Gore, he was one of the 4 liberal justices on the court at that time who were in the minority and who wanted the recounts to continue in the Bush v. Gore election contest of 2000. Although he was one of 2 of the 4 liberals in that case who acknowledged that the Florida Supreme Court, in the way it had gone about ordering those recounts, had violated the Constitution. And then in abortion, in the Planned Parenthood v. Casey case of 1992, Souter, again, along with the liberal wing of the Supreme Court, in essence, voted to uphold the core of Roe v. Wade while narrowing its scope and the conditions under which abortions could be performed, but nonetheless upholding the constitutionality of Roe v. Wade. Lastly, in a 1992 case, Lee v. Wiseman, Justice Souter voted against the performance of a prayer at a high school graduation ceremony. But nonetheless, he lived a very modest lifestyle, Justice Souter. He was universally admired for his intellect. And he gave as good as he got in exchanges with Justice Scalia and some of the conservatives on the court during his time. So once again, the retired Associate Justice David Souter, dead at 85, causes as yet unknown, as announced by the Supreme Court earlier this morning. Sean and Emma.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.